Very often when we are heading out, we are wondering where to leave our dog, and the choice is often between leaving it at a friend's home or a home boarding versus leaving him at a kennel which is run professionally. In this video, I'll tell you the advantages and disadvantages of both. Hi, I'm Philibert from Commando Kennels. We have trained over 10,000 dogs and completed over 5 lakh room nights at our kennel boarding facility. Home boarding, and when you compare home boarding versus kennel boarding, I mean, it's pretty obvious that home boarding is you're leaving the dog in someone's house. There is an individual or maybe a family which is willing to keep more dogs with them, as against a professional setup that is being run by an establishment who are into this as for their livelihood. I would say it really depends. In a kennel boarding setup, there could be a lot of levels. In home boarding, there's a certain standard you can expect, whereas in kennel boarding, there are a lot of levels. So if you're comparing home boarding to a very poor kennel, yes, home boarding is a better option. But if you're comparing home boarding to a very good kennel, like I mentioned in my earlier videos, what are your criteria? So if you're getting a kennel which is nice to have or which is really wowing you, then I don't think home boarding compares and really fades off, because kennel boarding gives you some advantages. Like, first of all, there will be a professional team there. You're not dependent on one person. Home boarding invariably is a one-man army, whereas kennel boarding is like there's a team there for them and there are lots of people doing different roles. So you always have someone looking out for your dog. There's 24-hour attendance available in a kennel boarding facility. There will be a veterinary clinic and veterinary assistants and a doctor tied up to the place. So at the shortest notice, there's someone to care for your dog. It is not something which is getting the caregiver flustered. It's something that the caregiver is used to handling. Your dog has individual space. He doesn't have to share his space with other dogs. While it looks very nice in a photograph to see your dog sharing space with another dog, but if your dog has been used to living alone, they're not very comfortable sharing space with other dogs. Another dog's interaction for some points is really nice to have, but it's not something you want the dog to have constantly and living and sharing and fighting for space through the day. So you would want your dog to have his individual space. That's another thing. And the quality of infrastructure, because in a good boarding facility, they would have built the place for the dogs. I mean, they will make the place specially designed to keep the dogs comfortable. So when you compare that to a house which has been modified, I don't think that can ever match up even in infrastructure. So other than this, I mean, so these are the points I would say which really, when we compare a home boarding to a kennel, you have to look for a good kennel. You find a good kennel, responsible people, and who are really passionate about running the kennel well, home boarding will never match up to it. But if you have got the other option you have is a very poor kennel where they're just trying dogs and keeping on one small dingy place, then of course a home boarding would be a better option. But I would say it's worth the effort to look out for that good boarding facility, do the search, find a place. I can tell you about ourselves, like we are based out of Hyderabad. We get dogs from all over Telangana, AP. Sometimes we got dogs from other states also coming from far out distance, from Delhi. Like a person going about because he left his dog here earlier, they sent the dog across from there to here for us to keep for boarding. So pet parents, once they find a good place, they go that extra mile to keep their dog comfortable. Even I would say that you should look out for a place where your dog will going to be comfortable. It's worth the search, and you will be happy with your effort, because it will pay dividend in the form of your dog being comfortable and enjoying his stay. I hope that information was useful to you. Just share this video and you'll do a great job of spreading the word around. Thank you so much.